Harurua. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. .com. It's a good website. I would check it out. There's a lot of cool strategy stuff on it. Anyway, before we get into the video, I would like to ask if anybody who's watching knows anything about Pauper, especially where to find articles on decks with matchup analysis, sideboard guides, or anything. Please let me know, because I'm thinking about getting into the Pauper scene a little bit, especially with the new changes to the LMOCS, so looking for some Sunday challenge to play, and Pauper seems more interesting to me than Legacy. Legacy is actually my favorite format, so I'll rephrase. Pauper seems like it's more affordable to me than Legacy. But anyway, so back to just talking about the video, or talking about the deck a little bit. So he mentions cards like these one-ofs are just like super powerful because they can just break certain games open. But other than that, it's a beyond traditional list, at least a main deck. But like I said, anybody, and here's how you pronounce or spell that word in case you can't, in case I pronounced it poorly for anybody who's looking for it. But anyway, we're going to jump right into the articles. And I know you're probably not watching, but thank you for the resub, Mad King Drist. You don't even play Magic anymore. That's just one of my real life friends that throws me his Twitch Prime every week or every month. But just in case you are, I will say thank you. I did give you an arena code, so maybe you're loving arena now. I don't know. Don't actually talk to them a great deal anymore. So we'll keep this hand. Some reasonable tools. I think the red decks in general are probably mostly favorites versus Drakes, but we'll have to see. Hey, Georgie. That will resolve and die a horrible death. Nice. Drew the next removal. That's going pretty good. I am so tired that I can't stand it, but loving life. I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill this. Most of them do not have Phoenix in the main deck anymore, and Steamkin plus like Experimental Frenzies and stuff lets them have some of their more aggressive draws. So go ahead and play this. There's no dive down or anything in this deck, so I don't think we want to wait. I think we just want to try to find a land for next turn, or like a 1-drop or something. Maybe an additional Drake. I don't know. They do, most of these red decks play Lava Coils and stuff in the main deck now, so I don't expect this to actually survive, but we'll have to see. We're certainly not blocking. If he has to use 2 spells on it, that's good for us. Oh wow. I'm just going to play another one of these then. We'll try to race like this. If they were going to use 2 spells on it, they would obviously have waited, but... So there's a good chance... I should have attacked before I cast the second Drake. That was just bad of me. He might have taken the damage had I done that. And then, like... thinking that he could, like, race me or whatever. It feels very poor of me to make the decision I just made. Ooh, that's a good one here. Alright, well, we're going to need to hit another land. That's not another land. So we can be safe, or we can just go for it. I think I would prefer just to go for it. Or, sorry, prefer to be safe. I'm going to leave the Drake back at this point. I will block this and trade this plus this and a removal spell because our life so low if given the opportunity. But I'm not going to attack. I'm going to put the wall up and make them have to do something about the wall. Frenzy. Don't care a lot about that. 1, 2. Just go ahead and put the Frenzy back in their hand then, I guess. And again, I don't really want to die from taking damage, and we're so far ahead. I think we're just going to hit for 7 like that and leave 2 blockers back. Because even if they get the kill Vs, they just come back next turn, and we just win next turn pretty easily unless they have a removal spell. An instant speed removal spell, rather. I like how we drew all 4 Radical Ideas. A card that will sideboard some number out versus red deck wins. A pretty easy block. Again, our guy comes back, so it's just completely free. That's fine with us. Trying to see if we can get to the other Drake. We did not. One more draw at 1. Yeah, we just didn't get there in general. Should be good enough though, and we have multiple Radical Ideas and Double Shock, so we can get these back next turn as well. We know the card in their hand, so we know that they're not drawing anything here. Well, that would have netted us. We got to see a lot of cards next turn. Alright, anyway, sideboarding wise, we don't really need the beacon boats here. All of our other removal spells kill everything else. Shave a couple of Radical Ideas, and shave the slow Miraris. We're going to bring in the things with a lot of toughness. We're going to bring in these bad boys, and then we're going to bring in the one nasty negate. Wait, I'm missing something. Oh, it went over here. Alright, so we'll just run it back. Again, for anybody who doesn't know, we are playing the Pascal Viren version that went 10-0 at the Pro Tour, and there's an article on the Hyrule website with a sideboarding guide. If we see that they're on treasure map, we're supposed to bring in Spyglass, but I don't know how much I'll love about that. Hey, sweet Matt, how are you? We have a lot of things in this match with the magic number 4, which is kind of cool. I think this is a keep. I said hello to you too, did you not hear me? Pretty sure I said hello to George, you, and him. Aggressive draw is not good for us. We have 6 1-mana kill a friend, but we didn't draw him this game. See, George said I did. Uh-oh. Spaghettiroos. Well. Pop goes the Viashino. Would love to draw another red mana next turn that does not deal damage to me. I'll be very specific about that. Wah wah. That's a good one. This is a red damage or a red spell that does do damage to me. That is clearly not what I asked for. I feel like we're probably very screwed. Alright, I don't want to take any more damage. I just don't think I want to take the damage, but maybe I should because the Lava Coil is good versus Rekilling Phoenix, and some of these builds have a couple copies in the sideboard. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. Guess we're going to pass and hold up the negate to either A, protect the Electromancer, or B, get a Frenzy. Kind of hoping it's a Frenzy. Put on bottom, then didn't use this during their upkeep, which is weird to me. Means they have a pretty solid plan for their mana. I would almost trade that. I probably should have. Oh, this isn't the droids we need, friends. I think we'll keep that one. Actually, kind of do want to play this land, I think. Oh, I messed up! I messed up! I was supposed to do this in response, that way they couldn't make it bigger. Oh, Tilt, that was such a bad play by me. I didn't F6. I pressed OK like a midget. It was really, really bad of me. Could potentially be game costing bad. Yeah, I legit don't even think I can risk it now. We just have to kill this other one. That hurts. It all depends on what you're looking for. In this case, I honestly probably should have attacked first, but I play bad. I probably should have attacked first in this case. I was trying to be greedy because we had so many different card draw spells, and I just butchered this game entirely. Huh. That's a 9 mana, and they do play Fight with Fires. We've already saw one, so let's go ahead and try to get that out of here so we don't die to a fight with fire here. If their hand's medium weak, we can kill in 2 attacks. No, I played this game very badly. I should have 4 more life than I currently do. Guess you're the more likely one to be bigger next turn. Yeah, if I was at 13 right now, things would feel great. They probably have the full 4-4. Okay, sweet. My play mistake didn't matter. Very glad that my play mistake didn't matter. They just happened to only draw one of their 6 ways to cleanly kill a Drake, which was pretty nice for us. Oh god, my play mistake was embarrassing though. It was so bad too. I knew what I wanted to do, and then in my mind, like I was just like, oh, I'll let them scry first. I'm genius. Why give them the information and I'm going to kill this? I'm like, oh, because it gives them 3 mana. Derp. Alright. I think we keep. I wonder how often I'm supposed to shock for this. Pascal Vierin actually wrote about when to opt and when not to opt in his article. Should probably read it. In general, only opt if you need land. If your opponent has an aggressive strategy, you don't want removal in your hand, just blah blah blah. Alright. So, basically, I don't think I'm supposed to opt here. Our opponent disagrees, as they plan on opting. Oh, well, they didn't opt either. I think I will opt on this turn, though. Oh, that's kind of a cool card. Guess I'm just not playing anything. Hopefully they don't have an Enigma Drake, because I would really like to be able to cast our Crackling Drake. Oh god, no! Didn't mean to click that, I'm sorry. We're not playing Enigma Drake. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Might would just rather have it over cards like Conjecture and stuff, but I want to try what he was putting down. Well, they shocked our head. Shocking our heads. It's gonna be like some kind of weird beacon bolt play now, then? I don't understand us shocking our face. Should have cast this first. Because if I'd hit a Goblin Electromancer, I could have played the Electromancer and then Lava Coiled. That was improper sequencing, again. My speciality. Why'd they choose our card instead of their card? Their card could have attacked. Alright. Well, they know what they did. We'll give them that. I don't know what to do now. I just don't want to attack because I'm afraid of maximized velocity. I feel like we just need to get the next turn and get the Murmuring Mystic down. We'll feel pretty decent about life at that point. Hopefully they don't have multiple Phoenixes, and they don't. That feels great. Well, it can attack now. Please, no second Phoenix. Yes. Feeling like a champion. Hmm. Think we can take one hit from a big thing? Kind of wanted to use the Tormenting Voice here, but to try to ensure a land drop? Maybe that's what we were supposed to do? What about just throwing up shields now, though? And, like, potentially burying them with the Conjecture. Hmm. Well, that didn't work out like I really wanted. So we know we're going to kill this. But that was bad sequencing again. I should have opted first. Playing loosey-goosey over here. Huh. I didn't quite realize he was at so low a life till I was in the middle of that sequence. Or that should have just been automatic. I knew he was dead on board. But I was too busy thinking about how not to die instead of just like looking at their life total. Anyway, versus Drakes, we want to take out the Conjectures. You noticed we had it the entire last game and really never wanted to play it. Um, So I know I want this. I know I want this. I know I want these because they're better than Shock in this match, in my opinion. I know I want this, and I know I want this. You want some things that can kill a Shock, but these can also kill a Drake. I think that's all I'm going to do. There's an argument to bring in Star of Extinction here. Because you can kill Niv Mizzets that way pretty easily through a dive down. And like untapping of a Niv Mizzet generally wins this match. So like having extra ways to untap of a Niv Mizzet seems intelligent. Now this sounds very weak, but it's just above what I would keep. Give him something to kill to hopefully slow him down a little bit. If he doesn't kill this, there's some chance next turn that we can bring back an Arclight Phoenix. Maybe even two, assuming we draw the right card. But that play was just designed to slow him down. Like I have the kill condition I want in my hand, which is Niv Mizzet. So just trying to make sure we get to the game to the point to where we get to play Niv Mizzet. That's a pretty good one. Whoops. So we're going to pop this first. Actually, kind of think I need it. Alright, so how bad is everything going to go for us now? Pretty darn bad, I think. Alright, well we got all the cards we needed to kill it. We're just a turn too slow and now he'll have access to counter spells and things. That's pretty solid too. Red Rover, send a no dive down on over. Oh wow, they pressed F6. That was ridiculous. Now with any land we can just Niv Mizzet next turn. If they play a Niv Mizzet we can kill it. How absurd is that? Oh gosh, 2 Enigma Drakes. That's pretty good too. Well, we didn't hit our lands, so... actually think I'm just going to kill one of those and play a Crackling Drake. Kind of sucks because it means it's going to be really hard to get our Arclights back, but I'm just afraid of him winning the game at this point. Trancing Melody? Don't know if I like that in the mirror. So much mana. Think it's going to work out this game though. I'm probably going to have to trade Niv Mizzet for one of these. They could just have an answer to the Niv Mizzet as well. Maximize velocity, damn near kills us, if that's what they have. They really don't have anything? That doesn't make sense. Alright, we're going to draw our card. Targeted the wrong one because I'm stupid. I should have targeted a Crackling Drake, of course. Guess we can put that in our hand, but we're really just wanting more cantrips right now. Actually surprised that they've not conceded. I guess we should buy the Radical Idea back first. Okay, they're conceding now, I think. Oh, I guess they're not. Um, and this should be exactly 13. Could have a shock or something to keep themselves alive, but they don't win if they have something like that. Said he had Melody in hand too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, being able to take Melody. I guess Melody might be fine in this match. It's just so much mana though, and if your opponent brings in negates or Disdainful Stroke, which is fairly common, we didn't do it, but it's fairly common. So like, do you want to bring in something that's that much mana when it can just be taken away with 1 or 2 mana? Yeah. Can we get the PD chest? Hey, we're versus Sam Pardee. Wonder if they're streaming. I believe this hand's a keep. Ooh. I think that deck is very strong. Interesting. So we draw a land next turn. We can bring it back if we don't kill one of these. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know, like 3 Arclight Phoenix is pretty darn strong, right? Can 3 Arclight Phoenix beat whatever he's doing? Not sure. Have to make the decision again? What do they play if I let this resolve? Alright, I'm just going to let it happen. I'm going to go for the 3 Arclights and see what happens. This could not be the right play. Seems like they had to land anyway, so it didn't matter a great deal. I think attacking there is okay, but like maybe even that's wrong. So green-white tokens, are you on our sideboard guide? You were not. Oh wow, their hand was stoked. I guess we start with this. Primarily because it's the most mana efficient. Hmm. Kind of want to kill this. I also kind of want to kill the thing that gains them a life. Hopefully they won't have another answer for this myth or mystic and it'll be able to run away with the game. seems like they now have the one spell. So I'm probably not attacking now. Just playing major defense, I think. They get to gain a bunch and deal a lot to us, but if they can't kill this, we should get to play multiple things the following turn. Obviously, if they hit a Pride of Conquerors or something, the game's over on the spot. If not, I think we get to get enough answers out. Picking this one first because I want to see what spells we get. That shock might be good enough to save us here. Can I attack this turn? That is the question. So I get 2 more things. I'll have 5 blockers total. I'll be able to kill 1. They'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I don't think I can attack yet. Can I want to draw a Crackling Drake into something? Yes, I'm greedy. I thought we were going to run away with this game. We can die to a lot of things now, like a Pride or a Flower. He didn't pay the 4 life on Adonto. I'm just now realizing that. Another March would kill us as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so if I attack now, he's got 10 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 that we can deal with. I think that's fine then. Let's start getting the game over with. So we shouldn't die to Flower in this situation. So we kill both of those. Are we lethal? No. So like I say, we double block there. I'm just going to kill them both and not worry about it. Gives us several outs to win. Like any haste threat wins at this point. Oh, that was a good one. So we can take 2 hits of something. I think we were 1 turn away from winning this game, and now we just can't win, of course. We'd have to hit like cantrip and the cantrip into something that kills this at the end of the road. So we need like a beacon boat or a lava thingy here to even stay alive. Alright, so he's got 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gives us 8, but I don't think it wins the game. I think we have to get rid of it and look for one of our remaining 2 lava coils. This gives us 8 blockers. They have 6, 7, 8, and 9. We'd only be taking 1 damage like this. I don't know. Maybe we can just go for it. Looks like we would have missed anyway. I don't think we're technically dead, but we're dead. You guys ever been in that spot where you're not technically dead, but you're dead? Our opponent beat a really good draw by us. But I played this game wrong somewhere. I had to have punted it. I was discussing with somebody when we were leaving for Harry Potter. I wonder where they went. Hey, they're back and ready to kill me now. So we have to block everything. And we have to get incredibly lucky. Actually, don't think there's an amount of luck we can get to at this point. Without there being a cannonade in our main deck, I just don't think there's anything we could ever draw. And this is too much mana, so even if there was something we can draw, we can't now. I think the games go long enough that we can actually bring these in. Kind of think I want these, this, and maybe these as well. I don't know if I can have all of this. So we can dump those, we can dump these, we can dump some of these. I'm gonna keep some lava coils, but probably not all of them. We don't really have a whole lot versus token strategies, do we? I want to keep the beacon boats because they could have Lyra, and it's something that kills the one Tristani thing. Maybe shocks are better than the other two lava coils. Maybe Enticing Melodies actually is pretty bad versus a deck that has Tristani. Yeah, I'm willing to believe that Melodies is pretty bad here. Sand's on the slow side, but I believe it's a keep. I'll lead with the Falls on turn 1 in case we get a Steam Vent on turn 2. No, I'm probably just going to voice and get rid of Darklight regardless. I don't think there's much that's going to change that. One land? Interesting. Okay, they have another. There's a star. There's our payoff card. Got a negate. They can stop a history here. Can't stop that. Guess that resolves. Alright, well, we've changed our mind on what we're going to play. Gonna play this now and try to buy time. I want to hit the land next turn so that I can Crackling Drake plus negate, so that's why I'm choosing this route. It's pretty good. I really want to negate back now. I'm potentially being too greedy here. That's the card that I was basically trying to kill. There's a lot of things we can do now, depending on what they have. Nullhide Ferrex. Actually really good versus us. Primarily because our current life total's 6. So we can't just cast the Niv Mizzet here. We have to do things. Wow. Really need a land? Alright, we got lucky and got our land. If they have a second one of these, we'll never beat it. Alright, well, we have another blocker. Hopefully it's not Vivian. Can beat a lot of non-Vivian cards in this spot. I think I'm just gonna pass. Protect our thing from like Settled to Wreckage or Silhouette or whatever. Because we can kind of like block with this Arclight Phoenix for the rest of the game and hold up our negates. While we just like slowly whittle him down to a turn that like we can just like be lethal with. Which isn't very far away with what we have. Okay, so... On the draw, I'm a little bit more afraid of the Venerated Loxodon than I am on the play. I think. Not sure if I want the Blink of the Eye anymore. Maybe we just want this. Yeah, I'm going to try this, I think. I think this hand's good. Can get buried pretty quickly, but overall I think it's a keep. A lot of powerful cards in Electromancer. It's hard for me to imagine that I want to mulligan this. Fortunately, I feel like we have to kill that before it starts going wild. No history, that was pretty good for us. Hmm. I have a lot of really great things right now. Alright, so we know we can kill that. We know we want to kill that, but we can't. So maybe we start the turn with an opt. I really think we want this land. I don't know if we played that turn exactly right, because I'm afraid of him having a second Tristani. I thought about just killing the 2 soldiers. That's pretty good. Okay. We're definitely going to take this Adanto. Alright, sweet, we got it. The 2 Crackling Phoenixes were too much, I guess. There's a good chance they were attacking for 20 next turn. I guess he didn't want to bluff. I would have probably played around the Seal or whatever, but we were going to get to Scry. We would have kept that on top, and then we would have played this. Then on our turn, we would have cast, we would have drawn for our turn. Then we would have played a Tormented Voice. A Tormented Voice. Flashback Radical Idea. Flashback Radical Idea. Sheevan Fire, one of his things. We had a pretty good turn. Alright, sweet. We've got a pity chest. We actually beat a good player, too. Their draw game 3 didn't seem particularly good. I was really worried game 2, though. Game 2 was a slobber knocker. The no hides are pretty darn good. Luckily, Niv Mizzet's pretty darn good as well. Yeah, I'm really not wanting this Mirari's Conjecture. Conjector? I don't know. I can't pronounce things. This is a hard opponent, though. I was really surprised we lost game 1. I thought game 1 was just over. And then, like, we got clowned. Wasn't particularly close how badly they beat us. don't think I'm going to shock. Conjecture. Alright, thank you. Yeah, I'm a dumb hillbilly. I definitely can't pronounce things. I think I'll probably opt this turn. Especially if they play like a goblin or something and we need to find a shock or a lavamancer. I'll probably do it anyway. Certainly don't want that. Don't want this either. Alright, well, we're going to have to draw some amount of lands. Luckily, there's only one Arclight in their graveyard. Oh wow, they're missing a land too. Which means it's fairly safe for us to cast our Mystic. Good way to turn, but like, they have to have a land. Alright, well, we're definitely waiting a... No. I think I'm still casting the... I can just lava coil this. That's probably better though. Because if they lava coil it, they're spending their entire turn and they're not trying to draw any more lands or anything, and that's actually really good for us. Let's say like just drew a land for a turn and got to do both. By the way, hey TJ, thanks for stopping by. So they have a beacon boat in their graveyard already, and we know they can kill the Mystic, but we get one bird. And again, it's taking up their entire turn, and we're really, really far behind right now, so I'm just trying to do anything I can to get additional turns. Drawing 8 of our 21 lands in the top 14 cards probably isn't a recipe to win, though I am just like playing into the removal spells. It's a good chance I should have played Mystic the turn before. Like forced them to have two things. We got a bunch of removal spells now. Let's see what we can do with them. We don't really have any payoff cards, and they still have 6 cards in their hand. Well, that's not good. I guess we could try to get lucky. Charter course, basically. Not a charter course. I also should have played Steambit here. That was wrong. Oh, wow. I messed up. I thought my beacon boat killed their thing. Well, that was a play mistake. Now I have to use a second spell like an idiot. That was a big play mistake. A positive note, this actually kills it now. So, got that going for us. Yay. I don't think I want to play another land, and what the hell, I'll play one. So we've drawn more than half of our lands down the top 20 cards of our deck. They discarded another Arclight. That's terrible for us. They hit the Lava Coil. That's going to be close to game unless we can chain some. I mean, let's just be honest. They have 5 cards in their hand still. We have effectively 1 in our hand. That is game. It's just going to take a turn or 2 for them to close it. Now they have a Mystic as well. So they have to hit like a Beacon Boat. That's not going to do it. Alright, we'll just concede then. We hit 13 lands, 23 cards. We made one pretty bad mistake, but I don't think it actually affected the outcome of the game. I could be wrong. Maybe it did. I don't think it did. Yep. Sideboard games are often all about Niv Mizzet. Clearly, anybody can get mana screwed earlier, like draw some Phoenixes out, but when you're both drawing spells and stuff, it typically comes down to Niv Mizzet. This hand's not very good. We have a bunch of removal spells though. We have a Mystic, so maybe we can get there if we just draw our lands. Oh wow. What are we supposed to discard? I guess I want to just discard one of these. Want all my card draw spells just in case. In case we don't hit our land. Do I just hard slam Mystic if we hit? Probably not. Probably will now that we have a second Mystic. Like if they spend a bunch of their mana to kill it with anything other than Beacon Boat, that's kind of good for us. If they don't, we get to go a little wild. Because we'll get to play the second one, then kill like anything that they happen to have. So if they have to use like double spell on it, it's not the end of the world. Really don't want to see this get Beacon Boated though. Just hardcast Arclight Phoenix? Wow. Might be trying to bait a removal spell out of our hand. So they can slam Niv Mizzet next turn. Which would absolutely wreck us, but there's nothing we can do about it. We have enough spells in our graveyard that if we hit a beacon bolt, we could kill it, but we'll lose like most of our birds for it. I think I'm just going to kill this. Now I know I am. It's the second opponent that brought Melody in versus us. Like, Niv Mizzet still kills us pretty hard, which is one of the reasons that I don't love Melody in this match. Feels like me and our opponent are just playing who hits Niv Mizzet first wins. He could Melody it with 1 mana though, so. Oh, well, we bricked pretty hard. That could be game. We saw 2 more land in him with drawing 3 less cards than him in a game where we were struggling to find lands early and it kind of like hurt us. Could be dead now though. I'm guessing that we are. Now I'm betting that we are. Like, Niv Mizzet's probably the only thing that can save us. They hit a second Arclight too. That's pretty good. Well, our Arclight doesn't do anything. So you just want to play another land here in case we do hit Niv Mizzet. Or in case we have to like chart a course into Niv Mizzet or something. Yeah, our opponent's 6 cards deeper than us with 3 cards in their hand. We've saw the same amount of lands now, I guess. I really don't think the Entrancing Melodies did much, though. I guess we're just going to lose to them, but I still don't feel like they did a lot. Not exactly sure why he's not attacking with everything. Seems like just a mistake not to. Don't know what we could draw and survive with. It'd have to be something pretty darn impressive. It'd probably have to be like a chart into some other things and get back like 4 phoenixes. I don't know. This isn't what we need. That's not what we need. Alright, so we're just basically dead on board now. Dead on board now, no out. And our opponent got the 5-0. And we're down to 3-1 and having to play to try to get something other than a pity chest. Felt like we played both of those games as well as we could. Well, some like minor things here and there, but I just don't think anything changed the match. Not exactly sure. Maybe I just suck. Emo, 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 emo. Yeah, I'm supposed to bring in melodies. This sounds fine. This power level, or how good this hand depends a lot on what they're playing. But I think it's a keep versus a blind opponent, 100%. Black-green. I may opt versus a black-green deck. Probably will now that we've drawn the second Tormenting Voice. I don't think I want to kill that. I'm gonna keep the op this time. They have a lot of powerful fives between Doom Whisper and um, Vraska to worry about. Alright, well there's a good chance we're killing that now. Start with... Let's start with this. Maybe we'll hit a shock. It's not a shock. But next turn we can buy back double Drake. Even a triple Drake if we find one off of either the Opt or the Radical Idea. I guess we should Tormented Voice first since we already have a Drake, but yeah. Oh, they hit the land, but they probably don't have any better play than a Contempt. So let's start with you. Beacon Bolt versus Black Green. Might actually need that if they have a Doom Whisperer. I think I'm going to play the one out of our hand. No, that has to be terrible. That's probably just right, actually. Could leave them on defense, but I actually think we can just attack and win the game. We have to beat a Carnage Tyrant. Or have to be faster than a Carnage Tyrant, rather. So they kept a Chupacabra. So I can kill this and I can kill this. They take 2 damage, we attack them for 6. So we're doing 8, and then next turn we just finish them off. That seems pretty reasonable. Also protects our life total the best. I need to not always yield to that, actually. Need to not always yield to that. Okay, there we go. And between the shocks and the 2 birds, I'm pretty sure that we'll just get it this turn. If they play even a Contempt, they go to 8, and they would technically survive at that point. But they did, oh wow, they did hit the Contempt. Well, if they have Contempt, I guess we're SOL. Chose not to attack? What? Why would you ever not attack? Seriously, why would you ever not attack? Just gonna attack for 3. I don't think they have anything that gives their dude flight. Save all of our mana because, like, even if they have a contempt, we can save our Arclight now. I guess I'm taking 3 damage. Okay. Don't know how we lose. Guess we can find out next turn how we lose. Not really sure how we lose here. It's the 3rd spell, and now the Arclight itself comes back. Not sure why we're still playing, chat. Maybe he thinks I'll misclick. Maybe he's got Necrotic Wound in his main deck. I have no idea. Okay. Maybe they just have a bad internet connection as well. Could be millions of things. Alright, anyway, out of the sideboard, we definitely want our over-the-top spell. This is the one match that we want this Mirari in, I guess. I don't think Mystic's real good here. They have way too many answers to it. Like, just casting a 4-mana sorcery speed do nothing into the Chupacabra deck doesn't seem smart. The Crackling Drake at least draws us a card. I can see arguments to bring Niv Mizzet in and the other Crackling Drake, but basically relying on these Arclight Phoenixes and the Mirari's Conjectures here and Star of Extinction for the massive blowouts. If we lose this game, I'll probably sideboard out the Blink of the Eye. And maybe another Shock for a Negate and a Niv Mizzet, maybe? Or maybe a Negate and a Drake. Probably a Negate and a Drake. Maybe even an Enticing Melody. I've saw people sideboarding an Enticing Melody in this match too and being pretty pleased with it. Got something in my eye. It's been dead in here lately. We've had under 10 people the last several days. I wonder who's streaming that's getting all the views. Hey Tacos, what's up? Ooh, MJ's playing, definitely gonna keep. We'll struggle to beat a Wildgrove Walker this game, but I think this hand's a pretty clear keep. Our opponent's mulliganing into Oblivion, so I guess we just didn't get to play our last round. It's a favorable match, but I haven't sideboarded in this particular manner before or played this build of it, so I thought it'd be interesting. Kind of sucks that he didn't get to play. That was his first round of the league too. I always get salty when I start off a round like that, because like he had mana problems game 1 and he had mana problems game 2. That's pretty unfortunate for him. Anyway, this is Pascal Viern's build. We didn't get to see a big variety of decks, and I don't know how it'll work versus the aggro decks, but in general it felt pretty good. I still think I miss Enigma Drake. I want to test this card versus some other matches. Like, we didn't get paired versus any control or mid-range decks really today. We got paired versus like a couple mirrors and some other things. Red deck wins. I guess that's an aggro deck, but we didn't really get to try out the conjecture. So I'd be interested in playing more matches and maybe getting paired versus some more black-green decks and some more Jeskai decks to see how good this card actually is. But other than that, I mean, it felt pretty strong. We went, 4-1, only losing to Semi-Mirror. And could have even punted one of those games, I think. Maybe, probably not, but maybe. Anyway, the deck seems cool. Thank you guys for stopping by. There's only 6 people watching, so I'm not going to host anybody. But I'm personally going to go watch... maybe some other time. I feel like Boros is kind of favored, and my dinner just got here, so I kind of want to eat it while it's hot. And I've got to find cards for somebody because they're going to PPTQ this weekend, so I'm definitely going to call it. But maybe some other times, Taco. Thanks for the offer. But anyway, take care, everybody, and we're going to hop off.